completing the planning phase, next phase will be budget allocation. Cost planning is normally carried out before project budgeting and forms the basis for proposing and approving the budget. Once the planning phase is complete, the project is approved and budgeted. That means assigned an original budget by a decision-making committee. The project manager then distributes the budget to the individual WBS elements at subordinate levels according to the top-down principle. Since SAP PS supports detailed planning of project costs, some are all of the values defined in planning will most likely be adopted as the budget. So if we consider for the budget, the cost planning, whatever we have done, bottom-up extrapolation, the cost planning will take place with the help of overall plan value. Then budget will be applied based upon that. Then after analyzing, reviewing, the budget will be approved. Then that will be considered as an approved budget. That will be top-down distribution. So the functionalities of budgeting is we can use the maintain original budget transaction to allocate funds for a project or part of a project. In the budget profile, we can specify whether funds should be assigned as overall values or distributed by year. Different budgeting views are available for displaying different values and checking the consistency of a budget. We can use the distributed or distributable views to check the distribution of the budget throughout the project structure. The budget within the project must be distributed consistently. That is, the budget of a WBS element must be greater than or equal to the budgets of the lower level WBS element assigned directly to it. We use the cumulative or remaining views to check the distribution of the budget over fiscal years. The total budget of each WBS element must be greater than or equal to the total of the annual values. The planned total is derived from cost planning and can be transferred to budgeting in this view. We can prevent users from maintaining the overall budget for a project by assigning appropriate user statuses. If we lock the original budget in this way, we can only change it by defining supplements, returns, and transfers. We can use the budget release function to make funds available at various points within a fiscal year. We can use the budget carry forward function to transfer any funds not used up in the previous fiscal year to the budget of the new fiscal year. When a project is being executed, various centers use the available funds. Commitments are created and actual costs are incurred. Together with the cost of appropriation orders, both these forms of fund commitments result in what are referred to as assigned funds. The funds overview can be regarded as a passive availability control, although project system also provides an active availability control. During the availability control, the corresponding assigned funds are calculated and checked against the budget. If certain tolerance thresholds are breached, that means shortfall in budget exceeded, this can trigger various system reactions, a warning or an error message. In customizing for tolerance limits, we can specify which reaction should be triggered and when. Once activated, available control is run for each subsequent posting in the project. So original budget will be initially laid down against a project. After approving the budget updates will be happen for the during the approval, also post approval, with the help of supplement budget, and budget release whenever the updates will take place. Across the years, budget will be carry forward. During the availability control, the budget bearing WBS elements are determined. The corresponding assigned funds are determined. The assigned funds are checked against the budgets of the controlling elements. The assigned funds can be found in the budget bearing WBS element itself and in the lower level assignable WBS elements. So assigned funds and availability control. So each and every WBS element will be assigned with a budget at the top level, and that will be top down approach. And whenever the commitments takes place or in actual postings takes place, system will check the available of the budget. Simultaneously, it prompts the alerts in the system for warning and error based on the customizing settings. An investment program provides with a complete overview of the planned company investments. We can structure it in hierarchical form according to requirements and assign orders and projects to the required hierarchy nodes. We create investment programs with reference to an approved year in the investment management system. We can use the default plan values transaction to copy the cost planning data of investment measures to the cost planning data of the investment program items. We can copy the plan versions of our choice here. The items are budgeted in the investment program. We can use the cost planning data of investment program as a proposal for budgeting. The investment program budget values can then be distributed using the control parameter program type among the investment measures. That means level 1 WBS elements. In SAP Process System, we can then distribute the budget values further from the level 1 WBS element to lower level WBS elements. If the investment management system has not been implemented, we can budget the projects directly in SAP Process System as described earlier. So to use investment management, the investment module is mandatory. So this is the integration between investment program and project system. In the investment program, by the investment program types, the budget will be passed to individual projects. That is the budget distribution among the measures. Now, after planning of all objects like WBS element, cost planning and network costing, internal processing, external processing, resources planning. Now we'll go for the budgeting of the project. We have done the estimate costing. Now we'll go and see the project which we have created with the various WBS elements, networks and activities, and after that doing the planning. Before budgeting, we can have the cost planning also, that what we have carried out. So this cost planning will be helpful for making the budget. After that, this budget will be reviewed and approved for the execution. So if you see here in this project, this is the main WBS element and this is a second level WBS element. For this, the system status is created. Similarly, if we go to the WBS overview, we can see the statuses of WBSs. All are created status. Now once these WBS are created and we have done the planning and cost estimate, now we'll go and see how to assign the budget to a project. So for assigning the budget against a project, I will go to project system, financing, financials and budgeting. Here original budget CJ30. So here we are giving the project number U3000.1401. Enter. So here also we will assign the budget at the top level. Then this budget will be transferred to bottom level accordingly. Now this is the planned total, what we have planned and we are estimated also. So now we considered the budget like this, 10,000, and for example this we are taking 25,000, and here we are able to see other than planned values. So once we have done the planning from the unit costing method and we have done the hierarchy planning and detailed planning, so everything is summing up and coming as extrapolated values. So we considered only some budget. Here we have considered 2 lakh US dollars, and here 25,000 US dollars, and here 10,000 US dollars. Then we are totaling up for the total values. So this much we are distributable, this much amount has been assigned the budget to this this project. So here we are having lower level WBS element also. We are not assigning any budget to low level WBS elements. So we are assigned the budget at the second level budget to transfer the budget top down method. So we are saving this budget. So once this budget has been created, a document will be posted automatically in the finance. So if required, we can go and check this budget. This is the budget we are assigned, and we are not assigned the budget in an annual overview. We have done overall budget here, and we have a facility to, you can see over here, this is the plan for 2014. So we have given the overall budget only for this project. This elementary overview. So against each and every WBS element at the second level we have assigned the budget. Now we'll see the some other options over here, like line item level. In the line item level, the system will give the logging information of budgeting. Whenever budget is assigned and that budget is approved, automatically system will assign a availability control. So this availability control works whenever the commitment takes place. If the commitment value is crossing the budget, system will prompt say alert. This alerts also different type of alerts we have configured. Now we'll see, we can see those configuration settings for the budget profile, how the alerts should be prompted. If it is 100% error message, 90%, like that. Now this is, we can see this budget has been created on this, for this particular WBS element, equipment 25,000, and we can see document chain, this is the document what we have created. So these are the budget values we are assigned. And if you see the master record for this budget assignment, this is the WBS element, and now we can see the system status has been appended with BUDG. That means this is budgeted. Once this WBS element has been assigned with the budget, immediately the status will be updated with budgeted. Similarly, other WBS elements also we can notice the budgeting information. This is also one more WBS element we are taking, line item report. So this is civil budget, 2 lakh US dollar. And if you see the master record, that means this is the document chain. So this is a master record for the WBS element. This is also, it is budgeted. Now we will see the same information from the project builder. So this is the project builder. We are opening for once again. We'll go to WBS overview. We'll change the budget project number and we'll come back to check. Now this is the project we have assigned the budget. Now clearly we can see over here the second level WBS elements has the status with BUDG, budgeted. So once the budget has been allocated, the system will allocate the status. Now we'll go to the releasing of the budget, approval of the budget. Then this is release of the budget, that is CJ32. We are taking the same project. Here also we will consider only higher level budget elements, that are second level WBS element. Now this is the current budget and this is planned. So either we can directly take 100% current budget or some percentage of the current budget, or we can take the planned value. So we consider the WBS elements and will copy the view of either current budget, assigned budget, previous year, planned total, remainder, cumulative, distributable, distributed. So we will take current budget of 95%. Initially we can give 95%, after that also we can release the subsequent amount. So again we are totaling up that amount. So this much amount, for example, we are approving for this project. So against a WBS element we can copy the amount from any view, that is current budget value or from the planned value or from the distributed value. Now we can see here this is distributable and this is assigned. Assigned means this much amount has been already planned for commitment or committed or actual or residual value. The summation of these three things will be considered as a assigned value, and the planned value is what we have planned against this WBS element, and this much amount has been distributed at the top level, and this is the current budget. Now if we have saved this, now we can go and check the changes of this budget approval. In similar fashion what we have checked in the budgeting phase. Now we'll go and check the line items. For this particular line item, 1,90,000 US dollars has been released on so and so date. If required, we can select some other fields which are available, the controlling area, what is the document number, object number, budget type, document date, created by, version. So similarly some other fields are also available to check the logging of the budget. So this is the information. And here we can check the document chain. A similar way, what is the document number has been created, that is 5, and this is the amount, and the master record for this particular object, that is the project. Now we can see the AVAC status has been appended. AVAC means availability control is active. That means whatever budget has been released against this project or WBS element at the second level, the amount will be protected against using more than that amount. So we'll see in the project structure Now we'll open the same project once again. Now we can see here clearly AVAC has been assigned, and one more notable point is we have assigned the budget at the second level. At the first level we have released the total, but at the third level and at the fourth level this AVAC has been status has been assigned, just because with the top down budget option, this availability control is applicable to each and every WBS element, and with the amounting of the budget at the second level. So we can see the AVAC status has been assigned. If we use any user status profile, this profile, the statuses will be shown over here. Normally the user status can be used in the project system WBS elements. We can restrict the budget release by anybody. We can provide this authorization to a certain people by using the user status authorization key. If we provide a if we assign a user status profile with a particular status for the releasing the budget and maintain with the authorization key, we can control the release of the budget by anybody. Now this budget availability control, how the configuration has been made by us, we'll see. We'll go to customizing guide and project system. Project systems. In the project system, we'll go to, where is that? No. Budget. So budget profile will be available in the costs, then planned costs, budget, and maintain budget profile. In this budget profile we have assigned the tolerance limits. This is the budget profile we are using. So here time frame for assigning the budget and availability control. Here we have decided that this availability control should be automatic activation during budget allocation, the overall and releases. Now we'll see the tolerance limits for this defined tolerance limits. For this budget profile, the tolerance limits we have keep two. One is for the warning, 3 is for the error. This error should occur at 100% of usage, and the warning should occur at 85% of the usage, and this indicator tells for each and every activity. we can restrict it to purchase requisitions, purchase order, orders for projects, goods issue, financial accounting document, CO document, budgeting, funds reservation, fixed prices in project, payroll, like that. But we have selected for all activity groups this warning and error with this percentages. So this is the tolerance limits we have kept for. So now we have released the budget for this particular project. Now in case the further budget is required against the same project, and the budget is shortage for the further utilization, then we'll go to either we can ask the concerned person for release of further budget. Like we can see what is the remaining budget over there. So now at the second level budgets, we see against current budget we have released only this much. Against current budget, that means there is a remaining value for the WBS elements. So what we can consider is here, we'll select this WBS elements and copy the view. If we select a remainder, that means how much the value of the remainder has to be taken, add the remainder. So this will bring the remainder value adding up to this. So this is the remainder has been fixed over here. Otherwise, what we can do is whatever the budget earlier budgeted has been done, this 100% budget, if we take, remaining values will be updated automatically. So this is one more way to do this one. So entire budget we are assigning without any blank value. Now if required, we can see the changes of the budget approvals. We'll check for line items for this. For C, earlier there was this amount 1,90,000. After that 10,000 has been assigned. If required, further fields we can take to check the some more details against that line items. So this is one way. If budget is balanced, then we can request for the release of the budget. Otherwise, we can ask for the supplement of the budget. Supplement we can take in addition to earlier budget. Here also we are taking only second level. For the second level, earlier there was 2 lakh 25,000 and 10,000. So here nothing is required. Here 5,000 is required more, and for example here we take 10,000 is required. So finally here we are totaling up the value. So this is the supplement budget we are assigning to this project. Now in this supplement budget, whatever we have added, once again it will be added. Now we'll go and see the original budget display, how it looks like. This is the original display is this, but the current budget is this, because the supplement budget hasn't been approved yet. So what we do is we'll go to release. So this is already released amount. Now whatever supplement budget has been selected, that amount is required. So that is nothing but a current budget. So we'll copy the view of current budget, copy the view of current budget, 100% overwrite. So now this is the current budget and the release budget is same. This is the way to add the budget, supplement budget. For example, the budget return also we can do. So here this is the amount. We want to take out some amount from the budget. That is also possible over here. Like here from this amount we want to take out 5,000 and here 5,000, and this will be total up to this. So this is the return. That means this is getting reduced. Now this also overall budget less than the overall value. That means before doing the return we need to ensure that the total budget which is approved, we cannot take back the amount from the approved value. So what we can do is we have a supplement budget. Like here we have 5,000, here again 5,000, and this is summing up to this. Now while getting the approval of the budget, if entire supplement budget has not been approved, so while doing this, while doing the now collapse, now if you see the differences here, this is the difference and this is the difference. So what we will do is, while copying the view, the current budget, instead of 100% will take only 97.5% overwrite. That means it is again decreasing. So instead of that one, copy view current budget of 99% only. That means out of 215 we are taking only 212. Out of 35 we are using 34650 only. So when we this total of this against 260 we are using 257,500 USD only. So this much we are releasing. Now the excess budget we can return back also. Now how we are doing is labs. Here we can see how much is the release. This is the release budget. So we'll considering this and this, edit, sorry, here the difference we are going to return over here, that is 2150 and 350. So now we can see these two figures are matching. So now we are total up. Now this much budget we are going to return. Now system will accept the same. So this is about allocating the budget, approving the budget, supplement of the budget, returning of the budget, and similarly we can do some transfers also. Now we have done the supplement budget into project, we have done the return into the project, we can do outside to the project also. So if you go to the release of the budget, this is the release levels and this is the current budget, this is the distributed, and this is assigned. This much amount is already assigned in the activities. Network activities are a WBS element. This is totally planned. Here we have done in 2-3 methods. That is the reason why it is the planned value is twice or thrice like that. So this is the difference. Now this is all about budget and return and transfer like this. Now the documents, we can see the change documents for this budgeting part. Either we can get this from the individual transactions budget, or we can go by individual document number also. Like there are many documents are being generated while allocating the budget or releasing the budget, assigning the supplement budget or returning the budget. So these documents we can come and check here as an individual document. So in this transaction, from the civil WBS element, this much amount has been written. From the electrical, from the equipment WBS element, this much return has been happened. The overall is this much. So this is the way to check the changes against a budget. Now this part ends about the budget of the project. Now we have seen the status updation of the project also after assigning the budget and releasing the budget.